It's a special Christmas Day edition of the NFL on EA. Sports.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Here's Smith to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
4 yards.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
And when you put the ball in the end zone 13 times on the season, one thing is apparent. You didn't do it all on your own. Offensive line is creating some nice space for you, and you're probably getting some good blocks downfield from your wide receivers.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Henry Ruggs, 70 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
For the extra point.
Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a man who played his collegiate football just up to 580 in Berkeley. It's Aaron Rodgers.
And one thing that's never changed about his game has been his accuracy. I used to watch him at Cal in practice sessions, throwing 7-on-7, and the ball hardly ever hit the ground. So accurate, on the receiver, terrific. Same way now in the NFL. You hardly expect him to throw an incompletion, but his ability to find open receivers and put the ball on them.
There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
Here's Gordon. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
Terrell Edmonds on
the numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 16 carries, 57 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
7 yards there and a first down. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Taken down at the...
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Rodgers now to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Complete to
partner, he just surpassed 60,000 career passing yards. I remember when you and I were there when he hit 50, now 60. Where does this stop?
I don't know where it stops, but how do we even calculate this one, right? Long division, new math, use an abacus.
I trusted you. You're smarter than I am.
My calculator shorted out on this one. 60,000 yards. Congratulations.
Man, has it been fun to track his career, and it continues. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Alexander. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown.
From 17 yards out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And the result here, the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
We can't have that.
So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Out comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff race coming in. Teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use Fortnite.
You're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
He's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And now he'll take Rodgers lost the football. Cardinals have got it going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Stephon Gilmore dials the corner blitz and earns the sack.
A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
1st down, Seattle.
They're going to go option here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
Offense.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Rodgers. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. To throw on 3rd down. Rodgers got a man. It's Judy complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 7.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Here's Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There sure must be cool bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. The young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll get this one to Cup, complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Look out, Rodgers lost the football. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. And it's caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Number 49.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you do
trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And once more to Ruggs, this time to catch made. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he completes it to Hunt. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback keeps it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That'll be caught by Cup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete to Cooper Kupp.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
The tackle made.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
First down, Seattle.
On first down. Boom. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he works free. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tackle made there by Buda Baker. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Here's Smith to return it. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Tackled by Sione Taki.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Out to his left.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
The 47-yard line.
That's right.
Reception here by Ruggs.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Henry Ruggs.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Taken in the end zone.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot.
2nd and 7.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now this time Rodgers will throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Escaping the pressure right.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
That'll bring up 2nd down. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Open man is Higgins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Henry Woods, 60 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The tackle made.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On the option, it's Rodgers. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Rodgers now on first down. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 30.
Rodgers to throw once more. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice short.
Great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
It's a gain of 6.
And this offense can get their tight ends involved. They can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Now a handoff here to his running back. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. You have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Kick is right there. It's good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there. Gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
All eyes on the Cardinals now. Down by a field goal. At time, a huge factor. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he jumps this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, they'll throw.
Nice connection, complete to Ruggs.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
At the 42-yard line.
To throw. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And they'll set him back 5. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. They'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Should be all she wrote.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game.